Good afternoon, Lieutenant Jackson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Thank you for seeing us.
Absolutely not a problem. This is 210766 SM, State of Michigan versus Dennis McCarter Jr. State your name for me, please, sir.
Dennis McCarter Jr.
Mr. McCarter, today is the day and time set for your felony arraignment. There is a signed form in the file that indicates that you are waiving the right to be represented by the court-appointed attorney for your arraignment. Is that accurate, sir?
I thought it was a misdemeanor.
I said felony. You are right, Mr. McCarter. My apologies. It is a state misdemeanor matter. But in any event, you are waiving your right to have an attorney represent you for your arraignment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. McCarter, it's alleged that on October 15, 2021, in the city of Romulus, that you committed the following misdemeanor. Count 1, domestic violence, that you did make an assault or an assaulted battery upon Jasmine McCarter, an individual with whom you have a child in common and or resident or former resident of your household and or your spouse, contrary to MCL 750.81, paragraph 2. It's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, fines of up to $500 plus court costs. You have a right to be considered for pretrial release. I'm flipping through the file. The bond recommendation from Romulus Police Department indicates that they do not oppose the personal bond in this matter, would ask only that you have no contact with the alleged victim in this case, that being Jasmine McCarter. Mr. McCarter, my only concern, the court's only concern, is that you have outstanding matters with this court from 2018.
2018.
Yes, sir. I'll get to that in just one moment. For purposes of arraignment, what the court will have you do is enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Set your bond at $5,000 personal, which means you do not have to post any money, but what you must do is appear at the next scheduled court date. That court date will be your pretrial on October the 26th, 2021 at 8:45 a.m., and that will be with Judge Oakley. The court will adopt the, go ahead.
No, that's okay. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Mr. McCarter, go ahead.
I was asking, was it downtown? But
no, it's back here. It's on Zoom.
Okay.
But you'll be with Judge Oakley in courtroom number 2. Your case number again is 210766 SM. The next hearing date is October the 26th at 8:45 a.m. As requested by the police, there will be a no contact order. And Mr. McCarter, no contact means no contact, no direct contact, no contact through a third person, no contact through social media. Understood?
Yes.
There were also warrants. There was a warrant in this other file, that being 1807450T. This is a driving while license, suspended, revoked, or denied. It's alleged that on February 16, 2018, the city of Romulus, you drove while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied. This matter had been in warrant status since March 27, 2018. For purposes of arraignment in this matter, Mr. McCarter, the court will also enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf and schedule your next appearance date in the matter, which will be November 1st. November 1st, 2021 at 10:40 a.m. And that will be with Al Hemon. Again, Jackson, the file number for this one is 1807450T. Bond is $3,000 personal. Next appearance date November 1st at 10:40 a.m. And finally, there is a civil infraction 18R5966250I This is disobeying a traffic signal. This is in default. You owe the court, Mr. McCarter, you owe the court $430. Any questions, Mr. McCarter?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Lieutenant Jackson, anything else for the court this afternoon?
No, Your Honor, I just want to thank you again for seeing this gentleman and get him on his way. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you for your assistance. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Awad, we're just waiting for Mr. Landau to show up. I haven't seen him as of yet.
Good afternoon. Your Honor, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, sir.
Okay, I'm going to have to restart my computer. I'm having some issues. I'll be right back.
You don't sound as clear as you did last time.
Yeah, I got to change to my headset.
Thank you. Somebody else. Taylor, have you received anything from Mr. Landau?
Is that better, Your Honor?
It is. Thank you,
All
Mr. Awad.
Thank you.
The practice of this court is usually 15 minutes beyond our scheduled start time before defaults or dismissals are issued. So hopefully Mr. Landau is here in the next 8 minutes.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Ma'am?
I reached out to Mark Landau's office. He's held up in 14-1 or something with court. He said he needs about 30 minutes.
I appreciate that, Ms. Khan. The problem is this is scheduled at 1 o'clock. There's been no direct communication with the court. Mr. Awad, do you have any objection to logging back on at 1:45?
Yes, Your Honor. I have to pick up my son from school. That would put an inconvenience. He'd be waiting for me.
Understood. When are you next available, Mr. Awad?
I get back probably around 3 o'clock.
What does October 25th look like for you?
What time?
Marianne, could you look at the 20, I'll have my secretary look at our schedule for that day. I don't have a calendar. I wasn't anticipating meeting another date.
Yep, give me 1 second, Judge.
Do you have
Thank you,
doctor's
ma'am.
appointments at all? Okay. Yeah, I have to check and see if my wife has doctor's appointments that I need to take her to.
Understood. Okay.
You're clear, Judge.
All day?
Yes.
I'll take it. My only concern is Mr. Landau being on someone's morning docket. What time do you, Mr. Awad, are you back to work?
Somewhat. I do work from home and I'm a consultant, so I can play with my schedule a little bit more than Mr. Landau can.
And it's 2 o'clock the school pickup time usually?
I leave here around 2, and then by the time I get back, it's close to 3.
Okay. The 25th?
We're looking into
Marianne, do
the,
you want, should we say, do we say, oh, I'm sorry, you did say your wife had to
Yeah,
check
yeah.
her calendar.
yeah, give me just a second. We're logging into the U of M website right now.
If Mr. Landau were available, I would try to see if we could get back on Monday, the 18th, but that's just without us knowing. Ms. Khan, did you actually talk to his office or did you talk to him?
I spoke with his office. He's on another Zoom call at another court.
No, I understand that, but people still take phone calls when they're on Zoom. If he's available on Monday, we could try to do it on Monday, the 18th.
Okay, do you want me to try
I
to
don't want
reach
us
out
to
and
go.
see?
I can do either one.
Thank you for your courtesy, Mr. Awad.
Judge, on the 18th, your last bench trial or trial is it's a final pretrial at 11 o'clock.
At 11, I'm looking at that.
Yep, okay.
I pulled up the court's calendar because I started thinking I don't want to put it out 10 days. But I also don't want Mr. Awad and his family to wait around for another half an hour, which will probably turn into 45 minutes to an hour. Mr. Awa, it's 1:15 by the court's clock. This is 213999 LT Belleville Meadows versus Justin Awa. Mr. Awa is present. The attorney for Belleville Meadows is not present. His representative has indicated that he is delayed and detained in another court. Inasmuch as the defendant has other obligations to tend to this afternoon, we will not be proceeding with trial today. The court will schedule the continuation of this hearing for Monday, October 18th at, Marianne, do you have a preference, 12:30 or 1 o'clock?
No, ma'am.
We'll resume trial this Monday, October 18th at 12 o'clock. Because of the short continuation, there won't be a notice mailed out. So Mr. Awa, if you would please make note of that. The court will communicate it to Mr. Landau as well. And if he has a timing conflict, he should have had someone from his office log on for this afternoon. The last time the parties were here was on October 5th, 2021. We scheduled the continuation of this trial date. The parties were going to attempt to address some repair and inspection issues. We were already at the cross of Mr. Awa, so I do not believe that we were going to be much longer. So 12:30 on Monday, the 18th. Mr. Awa, do you need anything else from this court this afternoon?
If I may add, Your Honor, more of a question. Would it be possible to add just about 5 minutes of testimony on Monday?
We can have as much as your time allows on Monday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Anything else?
No, that's it, Your Honor.
We'll see you on Monday. We'll communicate that time to Mr. Landau's office. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Thank you, appreciate it. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you, Your Honor.